poppin'. Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton.
Every petrol head needs more power, it's just part of the game. And when it comes to the BRZ and the GR86 platform, one of the biggest complaints has always been the same. It just doesn't make enough power from the factory. So in today's video, we're going to be changing that. I am going to be tuning the BRZ on E85. And I want to answer the question a lot of people have about this platform. Is tuning an NA car actually worth it? I'll show you the process, talk about the gains, how the car feels after the tune, and the most importantly, give you my honest opinion on whether going E85 on naturally aspirated BRZ is money well spent. Let's get to it. I bought the BRZ with one goal in mind, to turn it into a fun weekend car that I can enjoy at local autocross events and eventually take it to the track. And as you guys know, when you're chasing lap times, every horsepower matters. Last year I installed unequal length headers and I have been driving the car without a tune ever since. Then a few months ago I came across a crazy deal on the GR performance intake and I couldn't pass it up. These are the only two performance mods on the car, unequal length headers and the GR intake. I'm not even sure if the intake really adds much power, but at very least it looks a lot better in the engine bay. The good thing about this platform is that the factory fuel pump in injectors can handle E85, so you don't need to upgrade the fuel system to make it work. All you really need is a flex fuel kit and a good tuner. I went with the Delicious Tuning Flex Fuel Kit, and with the help of a friend, the install only took about an hour. I had Graham from Boosted Performance tune the car, and the whole process was actually super easy thanks to EQTech. We went through about 3 or 4 revisions, and after that the car definitely felt a lot quicker. I even got to test it at an autocross event and the difference was noticeable right away. The thing I wasn't a huge fan of was the throttle response. It felt a little too aggressive for my liking, especially in an autocross event where smooth throttle modulation on corner exit is really important. I much rather have something a bit more linear and predictable. The good thing is that's something that my tuner can easily adjust. From what I've seen, people with a similar setup to mine, headers, intake, exhaust, and E85 are making somewhere around 230 to 240 wheel horsepower. That might not sound like a crazy number, but in a lightweight car like the BRZ, it actually makes a pretty noticeable difference and it gives the car a lot more punch. The nice thing about going with flex fuel tune is that I can run pretty much whatever fuel is available. If I have access to E85, great, I can take advantage of that extra power, and if I don't, I can just fill up with regular pump gas and keep driving without any issues. That flexibility alone is a huge plus, especially for people who don't have easy access to E85 all the time. All in, I paid around $1,700 for everything: the tune, the EQTech license, and the flex fuel kit. So was it worth it? For me, absolutely yes. Honestly, this is how the car should have came from the factory. The tune gets rid of the annoying rev hang, adds noticeable torque, and just makes the car way more fun to drive overall. It doesn't completely transform the BRZ into some monster, but it gives the car the extra punch it was missing and it makes the whole driving experience feel a lot more alive. If you already own a BRZ or a GR86 and you are planning on keeping it naturally aspirated, I genuinely think an E85 flex fuel tune is one of the best mods you can do. Hopefully this video helped answer some of your questions about tuning the BRZ and the GR86. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.